Jill here, Special Needs Mom Talks. So today was a bitch of a thing, and I can't even believe I'm going to come on here and talk about this. But yeah, my son had a huge meltdown, and it spilled over onto me and my partner, and it was really intense. And my boyfriend, I mean, we can laugh about it now, and it's so intense and sad and like always a learning experience. I feel like I need to be honest and talk about what happens, when I'm not making the funny videos and trying to, you know, whatever I'm trying to the fuck to do, because this is really what happens sometimes is that offspring with a condition like TSC that have, what you could call multiple disabilities, which I really believe are gifts in some ways, but it can be really challenging when for years they've really been essentially mismanaged by the medical system and the systems of care that are really inverted. And I don't want to go on too much of a rant here, but yeah, they're kind of set up to fail anyways, because it's a multi-system, multi organ affected condition, tuberous sclerosis complex. So it's complex. And, our medical system is organ by organ. So that's like organ by organ that you see specialists. It's, there's not the cohesiveness. And I preach that and whatnot. And I think we're doing the best we can and everybody's wonderful. But really, the downside of it is sometimes it's just really, really hard and, complicated. So yeah, so like he'll get triggered, and I've tried so hard to understand it personally, and I have, because I feel like it's like the CPTSD thing gets woven in to the families, and you're enmeshed in these weird ways, and the trauma gets kind of shifted around. So um just being aware of it and being the observer has helped me a lot. It's helped me a lot. So I see it, but it's often hard to disengage when it really comes at you. So, and, I don't blame my son, or, there's no one to blame. It's just we got to learn. We got to figure this out because, there's so many variables that play into the behaviors. And, I can see that too, but from above and understand, it's just so not their fault. But, they're bearing the brunt of this, like, just dysfunction and anger that just is so frustrating for everybody. Anyways, yeah, so I see my boyfriend like rolling my son and like a freaking WWF wrestling tournament. And I'm like, holy shit, this TSC is a wee ride. And, we're gonna work through it. And I ended up taking him over to his dad's, and thank God his dad, you know, and we'll get a break and we'll reconfigure. But that's the life. And I could have called the police. Yeah, I could have, but there's a kid with an intellectual disability, and I'm not quite yet his guardian. I'm working on it. And I'm not doing that. I'm not dumping him in the systems. I just think I've seen it from the inside out. I've seen it. And again, no one's fault, but it's not meant for people. It's meant for an idea of a person. Anyways, yeah, the behaviors can be challenging, and the complicated way they are, and just give yourself grace. I'm giving myself grace, and I'm doing the best I can, and everybody in the world is, on some level doing the best they can, I guess. So that's all I got. It was an intense day. Peace out, y'all.